Hello YouTube, it is Damien. It is DAMMO Does England. It is Season 5 of DAMMO Does England, Season 3 here with BMouth. And today is the episode that will make or break this season. Today we have got Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League. We have also got in between both games Spurs away at Spurs to keep us in the title race. As you can see from the title, 29 games played, we're on 64 points. If we were to win the 2 games in hand that we have on Liverpool, we would be 7 points behind them with 7 games to go, all to play for, you could imagine. As you can see, we are actually 4 games behind Spurs, and if we were to be perfect, we would definitely jump Spurs. In the end, though, we have to play out of our skin here, and I actually think that our best chance of silverware, but the FA Cup final, is this Champions League. We haven't won the Champions League yet in the save. For people that will have fond memories or, have really good memories, will remember that we did make a semi-final with Arsenal where we drew Manchester City, who was 6th in the league at the time, and they spanked us away from home in the second leg of that semi-final 4-0, which was a bit of a joke that we got upset with. It might have actually been 4-1. Face of the plug, mate. It's all good, Mickey. Good to see you up there. And the raid, anytime, my friend. And I've got my 9th first. I am 9th. Got my first win in 7, mate. That's not too bad. It's a better. At least you can look forward now. Obviously, when I saw you on stream there, you were in the playoffs there, Mickey. If everyone that doesn't know, Mickey is currently doing a Spanish save with UCL or something similar to that. But anyway, good to see you though, Mickey. Anyhow, this game against Barcelona is what we're going to focus on first before the league. For everybody here on YouTube and on the stream, the last games that you guys would have probably seen is probably Arsenal 4-4 or us losing the Sporting Lisbon actually 3-4. We then beat Southampton 2-1 in the FA Cup semi-final where we played a fairly rotated side. We then beat Lisbon 2-0. We beat Wolves 6-1. We beat Stoke 3-2 in a game that we really should have won by about 10, but we didn't. But now we have got Barcelona. Without further ado, let's get into it. It's Barca at the Nou Camp. It is where you want to be as a footballer. Chelsea and PSG are in the other semi-final as well. So you know who we're going for there. Chelsea, because we have a little bit of history against them. Anyway, we have to go and play like this. It is going to be Raya in goals. Aurier, Ginter, Winmer, Melling, Sessegnon, Heidemann, Carlos, Alves, the instant hero, Pellegrini, and I've gone with Almeida Silva up front because he has grown into a leading striker for Premier League level. He's now a Brazilian international, as much as Callum Wilson has got about 20 goals in about 30-odd games this season. I think Silva gives us something off the bench, gives us something from the start that Callum really doesn't have. Callum, though, will be a big part of this and will probably start the second leg anyway. Anyhow, let's get through this game first. It is our 4-4-2. It's our counter-pressing 4-4-2. It is not our ball possession-based 4-4-2. Let's get under it. If you are in the chat, we're starting with a bang. It is the Champions League semi-final. Links are in the description below for everybody watching here on YouTube as well. And let's go through this Barcelona side that has Mbappe up front, Ter Stegen, Roberto, the lit is unreal. Umtiti is a great centre-back. And Aaron Martin's actually there. Now, Aaron Martin's a good fullback, but he's not top-level fullback, you would think. Cardozo's a really good young Argentinian that has been on my radar for a while. Sergio Busquets. Berosa is a wonder kid, and look how good he is at 20. He will eventually play for Spain, you would imagine. They got Phil Coutinho, who obviously, being a Liverpool fan, have a pretty fond spot for. Leo Messi on the other side, of course. It's bloody Messi. And then they went and spent big on Mbappe for 188 million. And you can see that he's repaid him. 20 in 37, an average of an 8 last season. Holy hell. Well, it's all to play for, ladies and gentlemen. It is all to play for. We have got our 4-4-2 there. We're going to just try and be at our best. Look, lads, we've been on a good run. Go out there and impress me. I have absolute faith in you boys to go out there, do the business, get yourselves an away goal, and just stay in the tie. Don't get absolutely beat. What I am going to do is I'm actually going to not press everybody. I'm actually going to press those back 6 and really just try and keep the ball in their half. And if they do end up breaking out, that's fine. I'm then going to show Messi onto his right foot, Coutinho onto his left foot. And I'm just going to say to everybody there on Mbappe, good luck, because there's no way that you're going to go and keep him out of it. Weaker foot, please. I think that's all we can do, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. Into the tunnel we go. Both teams come on good form. How do you rate your chances? We're going to have to be out of our very best to get something, to be honest. Barcelona, look, they have Dybala there too. How much money has Barca fucking spent? 142 mil. Rightio, boys. Focus on what we can do today. I'm glad Dybala's not playing. I didn't even know they had him. Okay, interesting. Barca are stacked. No wonder they're here in the semi-final of the Champions League. It is us in the blue, them in their normal Barcelona, their colours in the blue and the red stripes. Look, score predictions in the chat, ladies and gentlemen. Mbappe's off. Whoever did it, Mbappe's off 2 minutes in. I don't want to wish anybody an injury, but Mbappe's gone, and I don't know what he's done. He's done it by himself. Well done, boys. You psyched him out. Anyway, it's a highlight. It's Raya. He goes long. Mbappe's come off 2 minutes in. Didn't do the best performance. Aaron heads it away, but only as far as Alves, the wonder instant hero. There's a long ball into the channel. Pellegri's a big boy. Doesn't take a touch. It might fall to Heidemann, though. Heidemann now with the ball. Pellegri. Alves loves a hit. Alves blocked. Falls to Sergio Roberto. He goes looking for Suarez. In the end, Kevin Wimber will get it. Back to Raya. He will go long again looking for Pellegri. Apparently, we're not live, even though the highlight says we are. Sessegnon there from distance, just wide. It could have been an early goal here for the lads. Instead, it's not. And 5 minutes played, it is still 0-0. But the big talking point in this one is that Barca lost Mbappe early. Anyway, Melling. Pellegrini looks to flick it back to Melling. Ball in there, cleared away from Messi. Heidemann, might be from distance. Heidemann! Oh, it was a chance. It opened up for him. He just had to drill it. And at the moment, at the new camp, it's been all Bournemouth here to start this game. And look, I'm pretty happy with how things are going at the moment. We are pressing up. We're pressing well. And it's now Melling with a throw deep in Barcelona territory. But a good throw in to Sessegnon. He wheels around into Pellegrini now. Pellegrini looking forward. He looks channel. He looks for Media Silva. Out comes the Stegen! But there is Silva! And 16 minutes in, it is Barca 0, Bournemouth 1 at the new camp. You're not seeing things. This is real life. You are believing because you saw it. We are 1-0 up against Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League. The Stegen came. The Stegen went at feet. But the one the Kittle Silva got there. And he's drilled it under him. And it is 1-0 Bournemouth. Are you seeing this, boys? Here we go. Where has this been the whole time in the league? Oh my days. In the end, we're 1-0 up. We have an away goal against Barcelona. Off we go. What was Mbappe's injury? Potential fire injury is definitely going to be a hamstring. In the end, yeah, Abnet 0510. Abnet. You got to love when Mbappe gets injured. Oh, mate, the perfect start. The perfect start. At half-time at the new camp, we're 1-0 up. What is going on? Here we go. Second half. The lit into Messi. And away we go. We have been on fire at the moment. And none of our big players. Look at the forward press. Don't let him out. Press on him. Press on him. I don't care. It's Barcelona. No respect. There we go. We win it. Ginter. Barca doesn't know what's hit him. They couldn't get out. Pellegrini. Inside. Heidemann. Loves a long range hit. Heidemann! See! Are you seeing this? We go to the new camp. We say, you know you're Barcelona, but you haven't seen a press like Bournemouth. And off we go. We have a follow now. It's all happening on the stream. Magic. I'm going to say it, and I don't care. Magic cunt. Welcome to the stream. Get your Alan Padres out. There you go. There we are. Get your follows in chat. There you are. We are 2-0 up against Barca. What a start to the stream. Here we go. 2 away goals. They brought Frederick de Jong on. Anyway, Ginter, that's a poor clearance. Coutinho now into de Jong, who's just come off the park. De Jong, maybe from distance. De Jong puts it wide. And off we go. Where you watching from, Magic? Good to see you. Anyway, our 65 minutes played. We are 2-0 up against Barcelona. At the moment, Sessegnon's not having the best of days. I am going to get a pause in there. Sessegnon not really having the best of days. I will swap Alvarez onto the other side, but more as an inverted winger. Just is support. Just get in there. And we are going to get Musa Sissoko out of there. You ain't bothered reading my name now, did you, pal? It's Magic. Oh, my God. It's Magic Nut, not Magic. Oh, Magic Nut. Well, you're a Magic Nut. There we are. I thought it was. We're round up, boys, eh? We got round up. We got caught up in the moment. There we go. Magic Nut, where you're watching the street, where you're watching from, my friend. Anyway, the throw in there. Oh, is the Melling. Melling now into Heidemann. Heidemann now. Ball in there. Melling. Ball in. Backstick. Silva. Oh, for a second you thought. Carlos not having the best of games. Pellegrini! He was offside, wasn't he? VAR's got to check that one and probably rule it out. Just when you thought you made it 3, boys, it's 2. And I think he was off. Oh, it's tight, but it's there. Just offside. And there we go. All over Barcelona. We're going to make our second change here. And it's going to be for Carlos. Carlos has had not a bad day. There's not been a lot there from Carlos at the moment. Sissoko's coming to the field, so I can't really put him out there. What I might do, though, is get in Sissoko as a box-to-box, and we are going to get Carlos out back, Alvarez back out there, winger on support, and get Garcia in just to do Garcia-like things, bombing on down the left. Off we go. We have played quite well so far, but now we need Garcia to go out there. Just run out some numbers. Anyway, Coutinho, Messi. Don't you dare let Messi do anything. De Jong can hit it from distance. De Jong, there we are. Barca pull one back. And just like that in the new camp, Barca always going to fight back, and it's 2-1 now. Look, 2 away goals. It's not bad. Can we get a win? Maybe. It doesn't matter. In the end, we've had a great start. De Jong, good ball, good cutback from Messi. You'd expect nothing different. In the end, Reyes left like helpless in goals. And there we are. It's a corner though. Melling whips it in. Backs deep. Pellegrini, oh, what a chance. I'm actually going to tell the boys just to demand a little bit more. And there we go. It is 85 play. We're 2-1 up against Barcelona in the semi-final of the Champions League. Time's ticking away. It's Messi from a free kick. It's Messi. What a save from Raya down low to his left. In the end, great save. Time ticks away again. We don't want to let Barca score right now, but at the same time, we wouldn't mind a third. Anyway, the hit wasn't far away. And look, with a minute and a bit to go, you feel like it's going to be game over here. The highlight will continue, so maybe there's one last chance for either side to get a goal. Another away goal for us would be huge. Anyway, long towards Silva. In the end, Umtiti has fouled. And look, with about 30 seconds left, will we have a chance to whip one in backstep. Ginter's gone forward. They've all gone forward. They're all up there. Come on, Alves. Good ball in. He swings it. Umtiti away. It might be Messi on the break. Messi now inside to Marquinhos. Cipriano now down his right-hand side. Good ball back in. Headed away from Alves. Heidemann. Will there be enough time to break? I doubt it. Referee. Oh, it was probably too long anyway for Silva. In the end, though, at the new camp, ladies and gentlemen, it is Barca 1, Bournemouth 2. We've flown out of the box. Mbappe got injured. We scored a couple. We read a name wrong and swore on YouTube and to the stream. In the end, magic nut. You got what you wanted. You got yourself onto the stream. And there we go. Look, lads, I'm very proud of the lads. It was absolutely magnificent. And if we can do that in the second leg, this Bournemouth side could be on their way to a Champions League final. For everybody on YouTube, I'll see you guys in just a second for the second game of this triple header, which will be the Spurs game, which will decide if we're still in this title race or if we're completely out of it. Welcome back, YouTube. Episode 59 of DAMMO Does England, part 2 here. And it is Spurs versus Bournemouth in the early kickoff here in the Premier League. We have got Liverpool playing a bit later against Brighton, who we just beat 1-0 in the 90th minute. We were pretty lucky in the end. We created a lot. We played the 4-1-2-1-2. We kept the ball. We created a lot of chance. In the end, we couldn't find the back of the net. It was a Chris Smalling own goal. It was a clinical finish from Smalling too, from about 6 yards out. Just opened his body up, slotted it past his own keeper for us to get through. We do have Spurs here. As you can see, we do have 3 games clear on Spurs. If we were to beat Spurs here, we still have 3 games, and it would only be behind them by 4 points. It would be pretty likely that we are going to get ahead of Spurs. It's all about us keeping pressure on Liverpool, making sure that if Liverpool were to slip up, we are there for the taking. We'll take what Liverpool drop, and hopefully, look, for us to win the league, I feel like with 8 games to go, we need to win all 8. If we win all 8, we give ourselves the biggest chance possible of winning it. If we don't win all 8, it's probably game over. In the end, this Spurs game is going to be massive. In terms of team selection, I have gone with Wilson, Pellegrini, Alves, Carlos, Heidemann, Sessegnon, Melling, Wimmer, Ginter, Aurea, and Raya in goals. Danny Drinkwater has to come off again. Daniel Ike will go to the bench as another midfielding option. And off we go. Look, lads, if we can produce what we just produced against Barcelona in the 4-4-2, we could beat Spurs here, and then it's Barcelona time. These lads have to turn around pretty quickly because Barca is next up as well in terms of games. Look, we've been on a good run lately. Go out there. I have faith in you. We've gone with it. It has worked. I'm going to tell the lads, let's go. We could have beaten Spurs last time at home. They scored an 80th minute long-range hit from one of their youngsters. He is Stephen Phillips. There we go. In the end, they didn't create anything in the second half. But look, lads, let's go out there. Let's go do what we do best, which is press teams out of it. And there we are. I don't want to discuss that right now. We are here. It is Spurs in the white, us in the black and the red. Can we go do a job away at Spurs? If you're out in the chat, let me know what you think is going to happen here. in terms of the score predictions. And let's get going. Session now with the ball inside. Oh, it was a chance there to feed Pellegrini in early doors. It didn't happen, but in the end, it is still 0-0. 5 minutes played. And look, it is all about what we can do with the ball and what we can create. In the end, it's a ball headed away from Kevin. Gedson Fernandez, really good with the ball. Dotto now, the Brazilian international. In the end, picked off by Carlos. His ball there. Just had to hit Callum Wilson, didn't. In the end, long ball there. Rodrigo. I don't know how there's a foul here. And I don't know what they're for. And if this is given a penalty, I do not know what I'm looking for. It was way too long and Rodrigo was never getting there. Confirms the penalty. Okay, hold up. What for? If someone can explain. Can we go to like behind the goal? Because he's got nowhere near him. Watch Rodrigo. Oh, I reckon Melling stepped across him there. But he's never getting to the ball anyway, referee. In the end, it's been given. It's VAR yet again ruling our season. Can Kane step up? Kane does step up. 1-0 down. Unbelievable. Yet again, another VAR decision has gone against us this season. VAR has cost us a lot this season. There's been multiple goals that have been onside this season that has cost us. In the end, Harry Kane slots. We're 1-0 down. Not the best of starts from us. And it looks like another highlight. Anyway, Dotto now. Back stick towards Dyer. Dyer now. Will he get there? He does. Surely we can win this ball here. We don't. Kane. Lucas Moura blocked. Falls back to Lucas. Great challenge. Sessignon again. We're at 6s and 7s here at the moment. We have not started at all well. In a big game, the pressure seems to be telling here on Bournemouth. Ball in. Back stick. Weird place to cut the highlight, FM. In the end, though, it doesn't affect us, and it still is 1-0 to Spurs. We have not looked like a team that just beat Barcelona at the Nou Camp at the moment either. In the end, Aurier throws in just to nobody in particular. Nitcham now into Harry Kane. Harry Kane now with the ball. Still with Harry Kane. Still with Harry Kane. Anyone to put a foot in? Heidemann does. In the end, Raya, he just thumps it long. Look, Pellegrini, you just got to make yourself a target. He does, and in the end finds Sessignon. Sessignon now. Can he get a ball in the mixer maybe? Puts his foot on it. Ball inside of Heidemann. Heidemann now coming inside. Heidemann straight at Butland. At least it was a little bit better. A little bit more creative there from Bournemouth. In the end, it looks like Carlos is not at all in the best of shape. But look, like I said, with the injury to Danny Drinkwater, I don't really have the options. Anyway, Melling backstick, but straight at Butland. Pellegrini was the target. Butland's throw is pretty good there towards Lucas Moura, who can wheel around. And we just have to be wary here. Good ball by Dotto. Dotto's inside. Raya with a good save. In the end, 37 minutes played. It's still not been our best at the moment. At the moment, though, we would love a goal right on halftime. Doesn't look like it's coming. They reckon shorter passing. I reckon we're going to move to it too. But we'll move to it 5 minutes after halftime. I'm going to tell the boys, I'm going to get aggressive, say this is your season. We were 1-0 down against Arsenal before coming back and winning. Not Arsenal. It was Chelsea in the FA Cup. That's it. Look, we're going to just see what happens here. If there's a highlight, it's not. Doesn't look like it's going. There is a highlight in the end. Carlos, Aurier, ball in. Pellegrini, I think it's offside. Apparently it's been given. Pellegrini was a mile off an impacted play. It's off Dotto and in. Look where Pellegrini's standing. He's offside by a mile, and apparently he hasn't impacted the play of Dotto. Look, FM, by all means, you give a penalty and then you don't go to VAR for that. I'll take it 1-1. Off we go. There we are. Another own goal is what has helped us out this season. In the end, Genson is beaten like 3, still with him. He hits it, wasn't far away. I am thinking about making the change now back to a bit more of a possession-based 4-4-2. We are going to do it. Can we just get on the ball? Can we knock it around just a little bit? Let's try and draw him out. Off we go. Surprised you're playing at Bristol instead of like for Southampton due to the new stadium. Yeah, I am surprised we're at Ashton Gate as well. But beggars can't be choosers. And off we go. Anyway, we are going to bring Sissoko in because Carlos is wrecked. And off we go. At the moment, Callum's had a shocker. And I reckon I might get Silva in with a few more minutes on the clock as well. Just to get him out and see what he can do. And Amelia Silva gets out there. And off we go. 72nd minute played. Off we go. Come on, lads. There's just got to be a moment here. Can we get creative? Can we get on the ball? Can we work the spaces? Or is it going to be Spurs? Dyer throws it in. Kuskane, inside, Rodrigo now. Still Rodrigo. Just let him run, boys. In the end, nothing comes of it. Raya is picked out and off we go. Anyway, Heidemann wins the ball. Pellegrini, is there a chance here? He looks towards Amelia Silva. He's quick. He's going to get there. Silva, still with Silva. Whips it in. Headed away. Sessia Sissoko. Oh, it was the moment. It was the chance. In the end, it hasn't happened. I'm going to put Sessia on just that bit further forward. And I reckon what we are going to do is we're going to get Garcia out there with a bit of fresher legs. Off we go. Can we find a moment? It's a corner. It's Pavon. He whips it. Backstick. Dyer. Fuck me. And that is the goal that will probably end our season. That is probably the goal that will end our season. Confirm the changes. It's game over. And that's season over, you would imagine, in terms of the Premier League. Heidemann, though. Ball out wide. Looking for Garcia. We'd have to score now from kickoff. Garcia gets brought down big time from Dotto. It's going to be a free kick up the field. We don't get to see the free kick. Thanks, FM. Push forward, boys. There's not long left. Is there going to be a moment? Can we get a draw, maybe? But I think it's season run now, lads. If the season wasn't over before, it is over now. In the end, it looks like it's all done and dusted here. I just don't know what to do to take this team to the next level. Like, we're as good as we're going to get. And we have had moments this season where we've drawn games and lost games where we shouldn't. And if you put it all together, we would win the league. But I don't know how far I can take Bournemouth now. It's a question of that. We might even go win the Champions League, for goodness sake. We can't win the league. In the end, Silva pushes man. It's game over. A shocking VAR decision has cost us again. And we haven't scored an open play in 2 games. We can score 2 versus Barcelona, but we can't score in our own domestic competition. We don't score against Brighton, and we don't score there. It is season over in terms of the Premier League. We're too far back now against Liverpool, surely. In the end, though, what can you do? We're more than 10 points back, and Liverpool are about to play right now. Yeah, let's just focus on Barcelona. And that game will be next. See you in just a second. Welcome back, YouTube. It's what we're playing for this season, the Champions League. It is the second leg versus Barca at home at Ashton Kate. Let's get into it. We did obviously just lose to Spurs. Look, I think the league's a write-off now. We're just going to have to look to next season. We're going to try and finish in the 4, which we're going to do easy. The season is now just pretty much run. We're going to try and win the Champions League if we can get to the final. PSG would be our opponents, as even though Chelsea beat them 2-1 at home, PSG just spanked them 4-0. I'm not looking forward to playing PSG. Look, West Ham, just do us a favour and beat them. Why not? In the end, though, it'll be interesting to see what happens. As you can see right there is what's going on. Let's hope we can do the job out here. Are you going to go with... I think I'm going to have to play Silva again. He just scored against them. And look, Callum's wanted by Arsenal. If they were to spend stupid money on him, I probably would sell. Anyway, Raya, Aurea, Ginter, Winmer, Melling, Sessignon, Heidemann, Carlos, Alves, Pellegrini, and Almeida Silva is your team. Can we beat Barcelona at home? Or will Barca come to Ashton Gate and do what they couldn't do at the new camp, play their normal football and win this game? Koeman comes in, Suarez comes up top for the injured Mbappe, Messi, Fonales comes in over the other best Sorara, who was the Wonder kid that played in the middle, and then the same back four. De Jong's come in as well. Something tells me Busquets started there, but look, we just have to play the same way we just played and hope we can do that. Let's not go get complacent right now, yeah? We cannot afford to get complacent. We are always going to press those front 4, or those back 6, sorry, is what we did last game. We're going to do the exact same thing. Show Messi onto his left. So Koeman onto his right. Show Messi onto his right. Koeman onto his left. We get it the right way around. Yes, we will. And Suarez onto his weaker, which he doesn't really have anything. You know, Suarez is either-footed. Suarez doesn't have a foot. You know, his left foot's still good enough. In the end, we got to be perfect yet again to just even make the final where PSG could rip us to shreds. Predictions in the chat. It is Bournemouth in the black and the red, and it is Barca in the yellow, and off we go. It's Kevin, it's Ginter, who moved here for Champions League football. It's Carlos, and it's game on. Score predictions in the chat, like I said. Here we go. If scores were to stay as they are, we are through. If Barca were to win 1-0, we are through on away goals. If Alves wants to hit a free kick to Sturgeon with a good save, Silva gets there. He gets tackled. In the end, Alves was not happy. Could have maybe should have done better, but I don't mind how he went there. Suarez joining Juve, ... Really? Joining Juventus on a free. Wow. 1-1, Jackson goes. Alves chips it in towards Ginter. Headed away. Here come Barca. We didn't see too much of Barca on the break, but Barca, the ball in. Sessegnon, what all done. They squeezed Messi then, and Messi's ball wasn't the best. Sessegnon now. Messi hasn't really had a good tie so far against us, which is not bad. In the end, though, poor ball from Sessegnon. De Ligt now with the ball. De Ligt, Roberto. Can we squeeze up on him? Look at us press. De Ligt, he is forced long, and barring a mistake here from Kevin, well done, boys. The ball into Ginter's good. Ginter can turn now. Can he find a pass? Ginter now. Aurier. Surely can find Carlos there. Instead, he looks for Alves. Finds Alves. He can run at his man. Look at Alves go. His ball in backstick. Silva! Oh, Ter Stegen. What a save. Silva on the volley. For a second, you thought he made it 1-0 here. Instead, it is straight at Ter Stegen. It is now headed away for another corner. And 13 minutes played. It is 0-0. Can we get another ball in here, Melling? Not good enough to win the Premier League, but maybe good enough to help us win the Champions League. Pellegrini over the bar. And it is still 0-0. We've started the better side yet again in this game here against Barca. Don't know what it is. Melling's just come in and squeezed. Heidemann, Pellegrini, find him. Pellegrini. Pietro Pellegrini's a freak. How many times have we said it? Pietro Pellegrini is a freak of nature. We are 3-1 up against Barcelona on aggregate. We are 1-0 up on the night at Ashton Gate, and Barca doesn't know what's hit them. We're the slayers. We're the giant killers here in Europe. Pellegrini, what a run. Across his man. He gives Ter Stegen no hope. He puts it into the top bins. And Barcelona are shell-shocked. And we are 1-0 up. 3-1 up on the night. Time's ticking away here. Barca now need 2 to send it to extra time. And if they score a third, then we just have to worry. Look, this is a Barca side that we can't get complacent against. They are unreal. We have to pick off where we just left off, boys. It's as simple as that. Raya, there's a lot more to come from you. Good, he seems motivated. Good team talk. Get that suit ready. Oh, BFG, that suit is in the cupboard and it is waiting to be put on. Anyhow, off we go. 49 minutes played. Long ball. Umtiti heads away. Cardoza. Silva. What a press. Carlos. Alves. With it. Inside. Alves. What a run. What a save from Ter Stegen to keep Barca in the tie. You would have thought with a goal then Barca are pretty much dead and buried. Oh, maybe not, because then if they score 3, they would go for on away goals. In the end, Roberto throws it in. Messi, haven't given him too much. Cardoza now. Look at us press Messi here. In there, Cardoza. Still Cardoza. Finale, Suarez. Big moment for Barca. Their first real opportunity of the game. And Suarez puts it wide. Another highlight now. Aaron. Fornares. Back to Aaron. Not the best of balls. Into Ter Stegen. He goes long. Can we win that second ball? Heidemann. He does. Heidemann now. Looks for Pellegrini. Great touch. Pellegrini! See! Pietro Pellegrini, make it 2. It's 4-1 on aggregate. It doesn't really change the complexion of this match, because if Barca were to score 3 in this half, they would go for an away goals. But look, if Barca were to score 3, instead of needing 2 late doors, we would only need 1. So it's a big goal in terms of that. In the end, Pietro Pellegrini is a freak. He is a freak, and off we go. Unbelievable here. 65 minutes played. I think I've missed a follow too from Debbie Stones. It's come up on my phone. If it hasn't come through, I haven't heard it. In the end, though, 70 minutes played. We are 1-0 up. We have to make a change, don't we? Like, who's not fit? Everybody's playing fairly well. Silva's not having the best of games, though. I'm going to get Callum Wilson, like for like. Bit of speed from Callum. Breaking lines. If we can get another one, it's game over. It's pretty much game over anyway, isn't it? Barca haven't even looked like scoring. They had one moment. We concede in the Premier League, but we can limit Barcelona to bugger or Heidemann from distance. What a save from Ter Stegen. He has flown top bins then to make sure that hasn't gone around him and in. Melling, ball in the end, headed away. Alves won't get there. Ricardo, highlight over. They have dragged 3 people. Messi's playing up front. Look what's going on here, boys. We have absolutely dominated Barcelona over 2 legs. Sissoko's going to come in there for Carlos, like for like. And we're going to start thinking about who we can rest, because this game's done and dusted. We are going to beat Barcelona. We are through to the Champions League final. What is going on? Heidemann now on the ball. Back in to Raya. I'm calling it early. We're there. We are there. Raya now with the ball. He goes long. Looks for Pietro Pellegrini. In the end, doesn't find him. Heidemann again, though. Still with Heidemann. His ball out there to Aurier. Aurier now. Ball down to line to Alves. Alves inside. Alves. Aurier. Swing that, my boy. It falls to Alves. Ball in. Pellegrini. How do you miss that, Pietro? You deserve a hat-trick. Far out. Get one. In the end, it doesn't matter. Melling. Heidemann now. Back into Melling. He whips. It's blocked. It's cleared. In the end, it's Bessora. Bessora now running with it. Look, if Barca were to score, we could worry about it a little bit. Ricardo, ball in. Kevin headers away. Here we go on the break. The Bournemouth break. Look at the numbers streaming forward. Go Sessegnon, run. Look at Callum Wilson's run. Give it to Callum. Callum's in. Callum. It's game over, baby. Game over, baby. Barcelona 0. Bournemouth 3. 5-1 on aggregate. Guess what, PSG? I see you beat Chelsea 5-2 on aggregate. I raise you by 1. We beat Barcelona 5-1. What a final we're going to have on our hands. Callum Wilson off the bench gets his 27th of the season. And there we go. It is all but over here. Get ready, everybody. We're into a Champions League final with Bournemouth. We can't win the league, but we can make a Champions League final. Unbelievable scenes. De Jong now with it. De Jong running with it. Who cares what he does? It doesn't matter if Barca score, because in the end, it is game over. We can sit back, we can relax, we can say to Messi, welcome to Ashton Gate. Go on down the tunnel, son. You've not been good enough in this tie. Messi has done not one thing. In the end, it is Bournemouth 3, Barcelona 0. It is Bournemouth 5 on aggregate, Barcelona 1. And you would have got long odds for that one there. We have dominated Barcelona at Ashton Gate. Bring on PSG. We are through to the final of the Champions League, everybody. We can't win the league, but boy, oh boy, we can go and we can maybe win the Champions League. For everybody on YouTube, if you like the triple header, give the episode a like. Go subscribe to the YouTube channel. If you want to watch all this madness live, links are in the description below. And I'll see you guys next time. More than likely for the FA Cup and the Champions League games. Champions League finals, both those finals. However, if the league was to become tight, YouTube, you'll see a league game or two. Anyhow, I'll catch you guys next time. Thank you and goodbye.